ever wondering, wow, their sales look so great, I'm making so much money, and then after all the fees, you look at your take-home pay and you're like, something's not adding up. Literally sold something for $50 and I got a net profit of 10 bucks. What is happening here? Today, we're gonna be breaking down all the hidden fees behind selling on these platforms, and I'm gonna share some tips with you on how to reduce them so you can take home as much money as possible. Okay, let's start with the obvious fees. eBay, you have a final value fee of 12.9% to 15% depending on the category, okay? So it depends if it's, you know, an electronic, clothing, a sporting item, jewelry. The fees vary between that like 13 to 15%. Then you have a 30-cent per order transaction fee, and we'll get into some discounts that are available for eBay. And then this is optional, but I think you have to pay to play these days. Promoted listings, you can pay to basically have eBay rank your listings higher up in the search category. I was so against this for a while when it first launched, but I'm not gonna lie to you, and we'll talk about this later in the video. I have noticed an exponential amount of more sales from promoting my listings, and I'll tell you what percent I promote at. And the thing that I do love about eBay compared to Poshmark is they give you really good analytics, so you can see like what sales amount did I get from promoted listings, what sales amount did I get for just, you know, a listing that was not through promotion. So we'll get into that. Now Poshmark is a little bit easier, but there are some things we're going to dig into that you may have not realized. Poshmark is a flat 20% for all sales over $15, and then $2.95 for sales under $15. Now, we all remember the debacle last year where they changed their fee structure. The world went crazy in Poshmark, and then they reverted back to what I just mentioned. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I did like 6 videos on it as that change was happening. I will link a couple of those down below, but this is the sales structure they've had for many, many years, since the beginning, I'm pretty sure. They changed it for a second, and now they're back to that. And I don't sell many things on Poshmark for under $15. I completely forgot that fee is so high when you're selling things under $15. It just made me think of I was literally just on a live sell today where the girl sold like 10 things, you guys, for $3. She started the bid at $3. They sold at $3. That means she's making 5 cents. 5 cents. And I am not shaming her. When I first started doing Poshmark lives, I was starting things at $3, and I did have a couple things sell at $3, and I was making 5 cents, and I don't even think I realized that. And I've been selling on Poshmark for 6 years. So let's get into the fees and how you can save some money. I probably titled this something clickbaity, like sneaky fees, because you guys might think it's clickbait, but I honestly do feel like some of these fees are kind of sneaky, because if you do not know all of these things, like I didn't know for many years of reselling, you really don't have any idea how much you're paying these platforms to sell on them. The biggest one is promoted listing, you guys. So eBay lets you choose how much you're willing to pay for exposure, like I said. So you can choose the percent. There are 2 different types of categories. What they don't make clear, though, we'll break down the different types of promoted listings, is that you get charged on the full sell price, including shipping and taxes. Okay, so let me give you an example. You sell a $50 item on eBay. eBay takes the promoted listing fee from the total, including the shipping cost and taxes. I think a lot of eBay sellers don't realize that. I didn't even realize this till I had been promoting listings for like a year, you guys. So you sell a $50 item. I always just assumed so let me tell you my promoted listing strategy. When I first started out, I didn't promote when they first launched it. Then I gave in and I started promoting my listings at 2%. I acquiesced. I was like, okay, I gotta pay to play. Let me just give them a little bit to push me up a little bit. So it's a pretty low percentage. You will notice at the bottom of your listings, they'll give you a suggested rate. And oftentimes, a lot of the stuff I'm listing on eBay is clothing, sporting goods, beauty products, and health and beauty. And across the board, it's always like recommending to me between like 9 and 12% sometimes. And that is a lot. And I realize that, but I assumed for years that that was just, that percentage would come off the price of the item. So if I'm listing something for $50, that 10% would come off of the $50. No, friends, that is not the, that's not the case. eBay, this is why I call it sneaky. eBay is taking that, let's say you set it at 10%. It's the $50 plus the $6 or $7 the buyer pays for shipping, plus the $4 or $3 they pay for taxes. It's taking 10% off of that total amount. That makes a huge difference, especially when you are doing high volume sales like I am. Huge difference. And so many people don't understand that. So it's not even new resellers. Like if you're watching this and you have been doing this for many years like I have, I didn't even realize it until, it's embarrassing to say, like a couple years into doing promoted listings. When did eBay launch promoted listings? Let me look. I feel like it was recent, but not that recent. When did eBay, you're probably screaming at the screen. Launch promoted listings. Why can't I spell listings? April 2021. Okay, so it started what year are we in? 4 years ago. Okay, that makes sense because I was like, I feel like I've been doing this a while. So I probably was into like 2 years of promoting my listings, you guys, before I even realized, holy crap, this is a lot of money. So how do you reduce it? Set a lower promotion rate. If you're wondering, like, what are you looking at? You guys know I'm a nerd. I keep notes on my phone. This will be in like ebook status for all of you group members. For any of the videos where I create like notes, if you are part of my reselling group, that's one of the perks. I basically turn my notes into a little PDF for you guys that you guys can keep on your phone. You can save, you can reference, you can print it out, you can do what you want. So I leave a link to the group down below. I try not to promote it in every video, but I think that's a pretty awesome perk. So in a couple days after this video, check the Discord, you guys, for the group members. I'm sorry if you just heard my mom blow her nose. This will be an ebook format, but I set my promotion, I don't care what they recommend, you guys. I set it between 2 and 8% just this year. So starting 2025, I have been testing out raising it from 2% up to 8%. And I will say it has created a significant uptick in sales for me. I just looked at my analytics. Just last week, I sold about $800 worth of sales from promoted listings. So it has helped. I'm not going over 8% though. I know my numbers, I know my profit margin, and I'm comfortable with 8%. I don't know that I'll ever go higher than that. We will see. But I do feel like, you guys, you kind of have to play eBay's game to win at eBay. So if you don't want to promote, you know, I always say, I don't tell you what to do with your business, but I will tell you just from my own experience and doing this for a couple years now, it does bring me more sales. But I'm not I have probably never done the promotion where what they recommend, like 12%, 13%. Avoid auto adjusting promotions. So remember when I said eBay has 2 different types of promotions now? They have one where you can set it and it stays the same. And then they have this new category, which I have never done, where auto adjust based on, I don't even know what it's based on. If any of you do it, let us know in the comments down below. I've never done it. So I just know that I was like, what? I am not letting it adjust. I think it said per day, and you can set the max daily budget or something, and you only pay the fee, I think, when it sells. I'm not educated on that one, but I have avoided it at all costs because I don't like any promotion that I cannot control. So if you have more experience with that one, let us know. But from what I understand, it like auto adjust based on what's going on in eBay to really push your listing out to get it sold. I don't know, maybe some of you have had experience with that one and you get great sales from it. Let us know in the comments down below. I've just never tried it, and I'm just telling you I won't do it because point blank period, eBay can increase that promotion percent without you even noticing. Insertion fees is another one, basically synonym for listing fees. So eBay gives you 250 free listings per month with a basic seller account. But after that, they charge you that 30% per listing fee that I talked about. If you have a lot of inventory, this adds up. So if you are listing over 250 items a month, I usually recommend getting a store subscription. Keep in mind, you guys, I'm filming this March 2025, okay? If you are watching this in like January of 2028, they may have created whole new categories and whole new parameters, but as of March of 2025, this is what it is, okay? Ugh. Let's get into Poshmark. I feel like Poshmark's, their fees are a little bit more straightforward. The only thing that is really, that can really catch up on you is doing the offers to likers. So currently, it doesn't force you anymore to send out a shipping discount, right? Yeah, that changed recently. I think in 2024 they changed it. Previously, when you would send out an offer to a liker, you would have to offer a shipping discount, and that's coming out of your profits. And a lot of Poshmark sellers did not understand that. I had a group member that's brand new to Poshmark. It makes my heart happy when we have new resellers, because I'm like, it makes me happy that someone watched my video and was like, I think I can do this. And she's brand new to Poshmark, just opened her closet January 2025, and she was sending offers to likers and sending them like some huge shipping. I think she was doing free shipping on things she was getting from, you know, Dollar Day at Goodwill, and then she was selling it for like $10 and then offering free shipping. I'm like, no, what are you doing? So they changed this. I think it was what, 2024? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, that you don't have to send a shipping discount when you send an offer to liker. I will say, in my experience, I'm not the most experienced Poshmark seller, okay? I've been selling there for 6 years, but I find that my offers to likers are accepted more often when I do offer a shipping discount. I usually do the one that's like $5.95, but just keep that in mind that you're covering that cost, and particularly a lot of new Poshmark sellers don't realize that. So I usually recommend that. Here's two things you can do, okay? You can set your prices slightly higher to account for the shipping discounts. That's one thing you can do. Or use closet clear out, you guys. Often Poshmark has closet clear out where if you drop your prices by a certain amount, they will cover the shipping discount. Let's Google that. I should have looked that up. How often does Poshmark do closet clear out? Isn't it like twice a month? Oh, Fridays and Sundays. Every Friday and Sunday? I don't know, you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Let's go to Reddit. I don't know how valid this is. Oh, this person on Reddit is saying that they don't find it helpful, and they typically send out a 20% discount after initial like. Oh, this is 2 years old. So this is saying every Friday and Sunday. Is that right? All right, well, anyways, take advantage of that. Don't, like, if you don't have to, I say let Poshmark cover the shipping discount, and then you don't have to cover it. You know what I'm saying? Just wait. But I don't, just because I have so many items. I currently have about 1,200. Actually, I'm down to 1,000 listings on Poshmark, so I have it set up that when you like an item of mine, you get a 20% off offer, and I believe it's set to like $5.95 shipping discount. So, the thing about Poshmark in regards to reducing fees, I have never cashed out on Poshmark with PayPal. But I guess when you do pay out through PayPal, some banks may charge a processing fee. So just keep that in mind. I did not realize that. In the 6 years I've sold on Poshmark, I've always done direct deposit, and it's free. And some of you have asked me, like, how often do you cash out? You guys, I cash out daily. Please, if you remember nothing else from this video, please remember that eBay, Poshmark, whatnot, they're not banks. They're not banking institutions. We do not want to store our money there. I cash out every single day. I get my money out of these platforms as soon as possible. And I always choose whatever, like, withdrawal is free. So, like, with Poshmark, I do the direct deposit. With eBay, I do the direct deposit, and almost never do the instant redemption because they're all charging this $2 fee now. That's another fee, you guys, that if you are cashing out as much as I am, I'm cashing out on these platforms daily. That $2 fee every day, what is that? That's $10 a week. That's $40 a month. Or if I'm cashing out 7 days a week. I just don't do that. If you need the money right away in a pinch, fine. You need the money, it's $2. But just keep in mind, these instant processing fees really add up. Like when someone paid me the other day through, was it Venmo? And she was like, or no, I paid someone through Venmo, and she's like, oh, I need the money immediately. I'm going to do the instant processing. And I believe Venmo, it's like a percentage. It's not even $2. With eBay and Poshmark, no matter the amount, I'm pretty sure it's $2. But with Venmo, it was like charging her like $15 or something. I'm like, girl, that's a lot of money. They make so much money on these platforms, make so much money on processing fees, you guys. If you don't need the money that quickly, just do the direct deposit. And oftentimes, once you are withdrawing a lot, you get the money pretty quickly anyways. Even though I don't do the instant withdrawal on Poshmark, I do like direct deposit. It says 1 to 3 business days. It's always there like later that day. So, all right. Top 3 tips to reduce the hidden sneaky fees. Use an eBay calculator for setting prices. You guys, I've been on eBay for 16, 17. I keep changing the time because I keep forgetting. It's between 15 and 17 years on eBay. It's my original platform. I still use the eBay calculator every day. They're free, they're online. I have them bookmarked on my phone. It helps me to set the price because sometimes I just forget what the fees are for these platforms. Always account for shipping, offers, and promotions in your profit margin. And some of these like really good eBay calculators, you can actually put in how much are you planning on promoting the listing at. That's why I really save it onto my phone, is because when I'm out, I'm thinking, all right, I do promoted listings now. Like if I promote this at 8%, how much is that going to eat into my cost if I price this at $60, or if I promote it at 2%. It just takes the mental load out of your head doing the math. Hey, if you're a mathematician and you're great at it, I am not. I'm very much like what's the art part of the brain? This is sad. I work in healthcare. I should know this. Left-brained? I'm left-brained? So sad. I was literally just talking to a neurologist today, and we were talking about the brain, and oh my God. That's when you know I probably should get off camera, you guys. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning, and I'm filming this at 4:30 p.m. I'm about to start getting cuckoo. Okay, top 3 tips. eBay calculator. Always account for shipping, offers, and promotions, and track all your expenses. I know a lot of you have been saying you want me to do a budget video. I'm a little nervous about doing budget videos because I feel like budget videos can get very preachy, and budgets need to be tailored to the person. So like my budgeting video, I don't know how helpful that'll be because I am very type A, very analytical, and I feel like my budget video might piss some of you guys off. So I don't know. I'm so glad you guys I'm just chatting at this point. You guys know I like to do that. Hopefully you found this helpful. This is not the end of this video. Grab a snack, grab a drink. You guys have been saying you've been loving these longer videos, so I am giving you the longer videos. I'm going to give you an update on The Office. I did so good, you guys. This is 2 days after I just filmed that video that reselling is ugly. If you haven't seen that video, I basically show you behind the scenes of my office, my storage unit, my trunk, and we keep it real. So I want to give you the after. I want to give you an update. But I'm really glad that video was so well received. Sometimes I get nervous showing like the bad, you know, the true side, like the messiness, the disorganization. But you guys seem to enjoy it, so I'm just going to keep sharing it. I always say, I feel like this should be my motto for this channel. I share the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between about running my small business and running this reselling business. So let me show you the update, friends. I feel like for 2 days later, I did pretty good. Let me show you. If I can find the video footage of what this looked like just 2 days ago, I will insert it. And this is what it looks like now. It still looks a little messy because you guys, this is what I see when I film. So you're behind that ring light usually. This poor ring light. Listen, this poor ring light. I have 2 ring lights. I use one for filming, one for photographing clothing. I bought them on Amazon. I will link them down below. I've had them for like 6 years. They're falling apart, but you know what? They still work, and they cost me less than $100. They're great for photographing clothing, whether you're a content creator. I don't have time, you guys. I used to have so many lights. Like I would have these huge box lights, and then I would have a fill light and a light over me for like filming. I don't have time for that anymore. So I'll link this light down below. But yeah, I haven't gotten to the shelves, okay? The shelves are still the exact same. But all of the clothing is off of the floor except that one bag, and that's because I'm about to do a live sale right now. And that's the stuff I'm gonna show in the live sale. So next up, I'm gonna tackle these shelves, but I feel so much better. I even was able to vacuum, and I'm going to now mop the floor. I'm feeling much better. So next up, I will tackle the shelves. And this is what you guys just saw. This is what I was filming in. This is the rack of the stuff I'm gonna do in the live sale. And then I don't even know if I've told you guys, but I'm doing this Gucci handbag giveaway in my live sale. I'm trying to, you guys have heard me say this for the last couple months, trying to revive my live selling career and be more consistent. So one of the ways that I'm like trying to lure people in is give them a bunch of free stuff. So we're gonna do this Gucci handbag giveaway, and the way it works is for every $100 you spend throughout the month of March, you get an entry for the Gucci bag. And it's authentic, it's free, and this retailed for over $1,000. It is vintage, it's got some signs of wear, but it's still got a lot of life left. And I'm doing it so that there's unlimited entries. So basically, you know, the more you spend, the more chances you have to win. And I feel like it motivates people to buy. Like, I want viewers, you know. Viewers in your live sale is great, but honestly, I'm there to make money, you know what I mean? So I need buyers. So hopefully that'll be like a little token to get people to buy. And the nice thing is that I'm doing it cumulatively. So like if you come to one live sale on Monday, you spend 20 bucks. And then the next live sale on Friday, you come and you spend 80 bucks. That's one entry. Like, it doesn't all have to be in one live sale. And I'm just tracking it all on the spreadsheet. So, so far I only have one entry. So I don't know if you guys are interested. Come to a live sale. Come to and that's another reason why I'm running it for a whole month, so that I can have it as a constant promotion. It lures people in. I'm even putting it in my title, like free Gucci handbag giveaway, you know, and then I explain the details. So I would, any of you that are, you know, like live sellers that are trying to get people in, it doesn't necessarily need to be a Gucci handbag, but something that you can use to entice people to keep coming back so that you can get some new eyes on you, I think is really helpful. So I actually got this idea from Nadell. She's one of my favorite live sellers right now. She does a lot of like mid-range to luxury clothing. I will link her Poshmark down below. And she did this last month. Was it with a Louis Vuitton bag? Her bag was really nice. Like, I don't even know if it was pre-owned, you guys. That bag looked really nice, but I can't be giving away new designer handbags. Like, I need to sell a couple more before I do that. But I thought an authentic pre-owned one would be just as good. So hopefully, we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll update you guys in a video on how that goes. I've even promoted it for my newsletter group. By the way, if you didn't know, I have a Bolo list. It's a 100 brand Bolo like ebook that I created. It's always linked down below. It's free. The only thing you're giving me is your email, and I email you once a week about reselling news and what's going on. And if you don't want to stay on the list, you can just unsubscribe, you guys, at any time. So I've even told them. So yeah, that's the happenings. That's what's going on in the office. But I'm pretty proud of myself for getting this place cleaned up.